to the closet.
I'm just kidding. Okay, Keith,
Okay.
do a sound check.
Okay. So, okay. Today is December 19th, 2008. We are at Marlboro Elementary School of Celena, Lundstead. Today's interview crew is, and what their job is, on audio recorder is Yarrow Keenan, on still camera is Sheldon Burnell, and on video camera is Isabella Roundtree. And I'm the informant, and my name is Keith Walsh. Okay. I'd like to ask a few questions about your background. You lived your whole life so far in Marlboro, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. What generation Marlboro resident are you?
On my mom's side of the family, third. My dad's side of the family, fourth.
Okay. What are your parents' names?
Lynn, Whitney Lundstead, and Marty Lundstead.
What did they do for work then?
My mom actually works at Marlboro College. She's worked there for ever, close to 20 years. And my dad is in the construction excavating business. He works for Sussasano Industries in Vernon.
What does your mom do at Marlboro College? What's her
She's got two jobs down there actually. She runs the mail services. She runs the mailroom, and she also manages the coffee shop.
What are your grandparents' names?
Joyce Whitney and Hugh Whitney, and those are my mom's parents. And my dad's mother is Sylvia Johnson.
What have they done for work in your house?
Sylvia was the postmaster in town for a very long time. I don't know exactly how many years. And my grandfather had several businesses in town. He had Marlboro Glass and Supply. My grandparents also used to own Sweeties. And my grandmother helped run the store, and she also now works in the dining hall at Marlboro College.
Interesting. Where's the house you lived in as a child?
It's on South Road. It's kind of in between the post office and the college. It's just past the fire station. You can't really see it from where it sits way back. That's right across the street from my grandparents, my mom's parents.
Where do you live now?
Actually, I'm living with my parents right now in that same house.
Good. During what years did you go to Marlboro School?
I graduated from here in 1995. Graduated 8th grade in 1995.
Do you recall about how many students were in the school when you were going?
There was a larger population than there is now, but it was probably around 125 or so.
Really?
Yeah, my class was big. I think there was 16 in my class when I graduated.
Wow. But do you remember your teachers' names, most of them?
Yeah.
Most of them the same, or what?
David's the only one that's still here that I had. Ellen started probably when I was in 7th grade, I think. Esther Fielding was one of my teachers. John Morris was one of my teachers, who was Judy's, or was Judy, I guess I should say. Johnny Esau was in this room, and Peggy, Tiffany, and Michael Edstein were in junior high.
How were you as a student? Did you do well?
I think so.
Did you ever get in trouble?
Did I ever get in trouble? I don't know. I don't think I remember getting in trouble. I think I would remember if I did.
Yeah.
I left that to the other kids in my class.
Can you tell me a few ways that the town is different now than when you lived here as a kid?
It's actually not that much different. There's a few new houses, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. I mean, when I was a kid, there's now 4 new houses and the stretch between we always were able to tell where our house was when we were giving people directions. We were the 4th house after the fire station. Now we're like the 7th or the 8th, so
Yeah.
there's a few new houses, but it stayed pretty much the same.
How's the school different now than when you were here?
There's a gym.
There isn't really?
There wasn't. The Outback was built. It was actually, we were the first class that graduated in the Outback. So I had our 8th grade year. But it's pretty much the same.
How would you describe yourself in your town?
How would I describe myself as a child? I was a little geeky. I like to play outside. I had horses. I always liked to ride my horses. Had a couple of really close friends. Spent a lot of time with them. One of them, her family had a house in Lake Winnipesaukee. We used to go away a lot. Hang out there. I don't know. I was a hard worker. Did my work.
Could I ask you how old you are
I'm 27.
now? What are the names of your children?
Olivia. She is almost 7. She'll be 7 in January. She's in 1st grade. And Willow. She's 3. She's in Meeting House School.
What are the names of their teachers?
Kathy Pell and Julia Bielfeld work at Meeting House School. And Judy and Liz are Olivia's teachers.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Brattleboro Union High School.
What did you do between high school and college?
I went right after I graduated high school. I just took the summer off and then right into college. I went to Franklin Pierce College my first year. Actually, I graduated high school a semester early, and I just worked. I waitressed at a couple different restaurants and moved to Keene, New Hampshire, and went to college.
When did you graduate from college?
I actually transferred colleges. I went to Marlboro College. I took a semester off after a year at Franklin Pierce, and then I moved back to Vermont and moved back with my parents and started at Marlboro College, and I graduated from there in 2005.
What was your plan of study at Marlboro?
My focus was in secondary education, high school history education, and American Studies. I focused primarily on African American history and Native American history.
I'd like to ask you about the Healthy Snack Program, and how long have you been running the Healthy Snack Program at the elementary school?
It just started last January, so we're almost up to a year.
How did you become interested in the program?
Actually, last year on Olivia's first day of kindergarten, Francie approached me on the playground right after school and said, I want to start a food program here. How do you feel about that? Do you want to help? And that's how it started, actually.
Why did it start? Why did you feel that it was a good thing to do?
I think that for a couple of years they've been wanting to do something here with a food program. I think that there has been for a while a misconception about nutrition and how kids are being fed throughout their day. And we just wanted to be able to provide something. Our kitchen isn't equipped to do a full lunch program, so that's why we're doing a snack program instead.
How much do parents have to pay for children to take part?
It's $1.50 a day.
What are some of the typical snacks you provide for students?
I love to bake, so I bake a lot of muffins and breads, blueberry muffins and pumpkin bread, that kind of stuff. Today we had nachos, which is another favorite.
Yeah.
I don't know, Keith, what's your favorite?
I don't know, I like a lot of it.
So,
How do you decide what to offer on any given day? How did you decide to make nachos today?
well, one of the reasons why I picked nachos today is because I went and picked up our cheese for Grafton Cheese yesterday. So, fresh patch of cheese, so it's good.
Yeah.
And when I bug you guys throughout the day and ask you what you guys like, and I know what I like, and I know what Olivia and Willow like, so
Do you have to take any special training or anything to be in the program?
No, it is what it is.
Um, what do you feel are the more important parts of the Healthy Snack program?
What do you mean? What are the more important parts?
I don't know, like, what are the parts that you think are most important?
Just making sure that it's a good balance thing. You know, we have proteins and making sure you guys are all getting what you need, fruits, veggies, that kind of thing. Protein's a big one.
What are some of the particular parts of the snack program that you like?
I like the reactions that I hear in the hallways. Like on days you guys come back from all school singing, you can smell popcorn or you can smell something and it's like, yes, we're having that. That's what really, that makes me feel very satisfied.
Yeah. Are there parts of the job you dislike or find kind of challenging?
The dishes. I don't like doing dishes afterwards.
I'm gonna ask you about working in Erica Morse's class. Okay. What are some of the reasons why you accepted this job?
Because it gives me the same schedule as my daughters, and I like being in the school. I love working with kids. It's just a lot of fun. There's a few other reasons, but that's the big ones.
Yeah. Had you applied for a teaching job anywhere else before?
Only as a substitute. I student taught at Marlboro High School in the social studies department there, and I also subbed throughout the high school and the middle school.
Yeah. What grade are you teaching at?
Now, third and fourth.
Have you taught any other grades? I guess you just answered that.
High school.
Yeah,
It was
high school.
mostly upperclassmen. They were juniors and seniors mostly.
Do you have a favorite grade to teach?
I never thought I would like elementary until I started this year. I always liked high school better, but I think I can get used to elementary.
What is it that you like teaching about high school instead of elementary? Is it easier in ways?
I think I like it. I liked it because it was more centered in one, because you just focus on one topic as a high school teacher, and I'm a history geek. I like analyzing history, and I like reading a lot of. I'm really into like firsthand documents. You know, a lot of autobiographies and biographies, and just getting people's kind of like this. Getting to know people one on one and understanding where they're from.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about it.
What are some, who do you say has influenced you in your teaching style, and in what ways have they influenced you?
Charlie McLaughlin, who was my high school history teacher, he's the reason why I decided to teach. He's very passionate. He's a giant goofball. He always used to tell us that the reason why he was a teacher is because he got along better with kids than he did with adults. And I think to some extent it's a little true of me as well.
Yeah.
And he just has a very energetic and fun way of learning and teaching, and I think that's why, yeah, he's the man.
Yeah.
So when you get to Brattleboro High School, if Charlie McLaughlin's still there, you need to request him as your social studies teacher.
Okay. What authors or kind of books do you like to read for pleasure? You said you liked to read autobiographies and biographies.
Yeah.
Do you like to read anything else?
I like historical fiction. Yeah, I'm a history geek.
Are there any difficult parts of living in the same town as you teach? No?
I haven't encountered any yet.
Will you please describe a typical work day from when you get up in the morning to when you go to bed at night?
Ooh. Let's see. Get up and I have to get myself and Olivia and Willie all ready for school. So we're packing lunches and we're getting our backpacks together. Now we have to remember snow pants and hats and mittens.
Yeah.
So that's always a challenge.
Yeah.
You come here start up in the kitchen. I get snack ready for everybody. I have to check in with Gail, make sure all the kids are here, check all the attendance and get my paperwork in line, and then I usually come up to the classroom between 9 and 9:30, and we do anything from math or reading, or I go to all the specials with the kids, so we do Spanish and PE and that kind of thing, and then I usually spend my recess and lunchtime cleaning up in the kitchen after snack, and then I spend my afternoons back in the classroom doing whatever we need to do.
What are the more important parts of your teaching job in your opinion?
That's a toughie. I would probably say just being a general support to the kids and to Erica. There's so many different things that I do on a given day and provide support in so many different ways that it's kind of hard to pinpoint one.
Yeah. What are some of the parts of teaching that you really like?
I just really like being able to interact with the kids, and regardless of whether it's a PE game that we play together or if it's a really hard math activity. It's just being that person to be there and have fun, to be on both ends of the spectrum, to have fun and be with them through the challenges.
What are the parts of the teaching job that you find challenging and don't like so much?
I'm kind of a softie. I have a hard time with discipline. That's probably the hardest, is trying to walk a very fine line, because everybody has different expectations when it comes to that, and just kind of general respect for for teachers and staff and kids and that kind of thing. It's hard.
What do you think is unique about the Marlboro School?
Considering I haven't been in many other schools. I think the relationship that kids have with their teachers is pretty special, because there are such small classes. The kids get a lot more attention and can do really specialized projects like this, and like what the junior high kids do, and with their Costa Rica studies and stuff like that. And I think that's pretty special, that they can really put what is their strong suit to work.
Is there anything you like to do at this school a lot? Do you like to teach history at this school as much as you did at the high school?
I haven't had as much opportunity to do it here, but time will tell.
Yeah. Is there anything else about your job that you'd like to mention but that I haven't asked you?
I think you've covered just about everything, Keith.
Okay, thanks for your time. We are in the kitchen where Celena runs the Healthy Snack Program. Would you show me your equipment and tell me how you prepare snacks for the school?
Okay, well, there isn't much to see. The kitchen's pretty small. Basically all that I have for as far as equipment is the refrigerator and stove. I do a lot of baking at home, actually, just because it's easier to help with homework before Olivia and do other things that needs to be done while things are baking. So most of my baking supplies are at home, but this is generally, I set everything up along this counter space here. Each day, the kindergartner through the junior high, there are a total right now, and Francie, of 55 snack participants out of the entire school. And I think there's 81 kids here right now, so 55 and 81 is pretty good. Basically, just depending on what I'm serving each day, I've got all my supplies in the cupboards, so, napkins, paper plates, whatever we need. I also store things on the back shelf back there. So whether it's cheese and crackers or blueberry muffins or whatever, I just kind of pull things out as I need to.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Oh. Sorry, we have company.
Okay, still.
There isn't, not a very big space, but it serves its purpose.
Yeah. It's not very loud, but it seems like you do a lot.
I can get around pretty well in here.
I'm gonna ask you how many snacks do you prepare daily? I think
Yeah,
it's
55.
about 55.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
54 students plus Francie, which makes 55.
Yeah.
Teachers can participate, but this year Francie's the only one that's
Yeah.
dug into it so far. We'll see what happens next month when we have lunches on Mondays for winter sports.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be a new thing this year. That's going to be new this year since with winter sports being such a funny day when you guys are in your winter workshops and whatnot. There really isn't time for a snack, so we're going to have soups and breads and stuff like that instead for lunch. So that will be happening during winter sports.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, I think that's all.
Is that about all that you need in here?
Yeah, I think that's all we need in here. And
Do you want to know what my favorite thing is about being in here?
yeah, sure. What's your favorite thing about being here?
This window right here.
Oh, yeah, you can see
Because I get to watch the kindergartners.
Yeah.
And they're playing in the dress-up corner, and they're all being Goldilocks and the Three Bears, or they're, singing their songs in the morning. That's really fun.
Yeah.
And then I also get a nice good shot straight down the hall of Olivia's classroom, so I can just spy on Olivia throughout the day.
Yeah.
But those are one of my favorite things about here.
Yeah. I think that's
Is
all
that
we
it?
need to know here, and
Okay.
that we're done now, I think.
Alright, so we're turning off?
I think so.